Yeah, 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 yeah. What is up, my people? It is your boy DJ Ace with Running Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. You know the drill, Algo gang. Smash the like button for me. That would be greatly appreciated. That helps these videos rank up in the search, YouTube search. That also pushes the stream to more and more home pages to get more and more viewers and listeners. So thank you for participating and being part of Algo gang. Because as you know, it's all for the algorithm, my guy. What else? Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Because why wouldn't you be subscribed? All right? Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these live streams. We got 46 people in here already. Look, I wasn't going to do anything today. I was just chilling. Long weekend for me. But the Eagles had a preseason game yesterday, the preseason finale, and I was just sitting on the couch and I looked at my woman and I said, "I'm going to do a live show in 30 minutes." She's like, "What? I thought you weren't going to do anything today." I'm like, "Yeah, there's some things we got to talk about." So here I am. All right, so what else I got to say? There's some things I wrote down I want to say before we get started, okay? Oh, yeah, check the merch store, man. Link is in the description. Check out the brand new merch store. We got the brand new Run It Back Philly logos on T-shirts and snapbacks. We got the Eagles colors on the T-shirts and the snapbacks, so check them out. I think they are super dope. I think you guys are going to like them, all right? And mine are still on the way here, so I can wear them on the channel. But check out the merch store. And you can call the show. I'm going to be using a new phone service that I'm trying out. So it's Run It Back Philly beta. All right. The phone service right now. So I believe I have it set up correctly. We're just going to have to go ahead and see if it's set up correctly. So when you call the number right there on the bottom right of the screen, you will be sent to a waiting list where I believe I can then click on your name and take your live call, all right? So, check it out. First order of business. The preseason is over, all right? Only one Sunday remains until the Eagles open the season versus the Lions. Thomas R. Peterson on Twitter, shout out to you. So I'm chilling last night, sitting at a local neighborhood bar, Funk's Restaurant in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. If you've been there, shout out to you. And I was watching the Phillies game, obviously. Bryce Harper's back. You know, the Phillies are now, well, they're playing right now, but they're 2-0 since he returned. And I thought the Eagles preseason game was on Sunday. I just assumed. I didn't even know it was on a Saturday. So somebody says it to me, and I'm like, oh, snap. The Eagles are playing the final preseason game right now, like in 5 minutes. We got to get it on the TV. So we get it on the TV. And I had been talking for a couple of days, I guess, about the Eagles' final preseason game. And we got somebody in the waiting room here. Shout out to you from Bridgeton, New Jersey. I'll get to the call in a minute here. So, yeah, I've been saying a couple things leading up to the Eagles' final preseason game on what I think and whether or not the starters should be playing. Even my dude, Lord Brunson, said on Twitter the starters should get at least 4 series, he said on Twitter. My man, Lord Brunson. Shout out to Brunson, meat and potatoes, you know what I mean? Get to the meat and potatoes. 4 series, I don't know about that. I wanted to see one, you know? So you play one preseason game, one series. Hurts goes 6 for 6 for 80 yards and a touchdown. He looked great. And I understand not risking injury, and you're seeing, you know, I think Sam Darnold just had a foot injury the other day. He was injured in the first preseason game when the Jets played the Eagles. It was rumored a torn ACL. Am I right about that, Sam Darnold, or was it somebody else? Let me know in the chat. You know, you got guys tearing ACLs and things like that, and teams start to say, you know what, we're just not going to play in the preseason. But, of course, it's a balance, right? It's a balance to try to, like, judge whether or not we should be playing in the preseason. do you hold your guys out because you don't want to risk any injury and take a chance of going into the regular season having not played your starters in most, like 95% of the entire preseason? Now, I know joint practices is what, teams are leaning toward these days, which probably could be better than a preseason game for you, I guess. But you're still not you're not on the field in the stadium in front of the home crowd with the the lights and the pressure and all of those things. So I think that's why people think you should be playing at least one quarter in the preseason. By the way, Tom Brady played in the preseason. Patrick Mahomes played in the preseason. 2 quarterbacks. Zach Wilson. Thank you guys for that correction. Zach Wilson. Thank you guys. Devonta Smith's burner. Jabbar Wright. Thank you for that correction. Tom Brady played in the preseason. Patrick Mahomes played in the preseason. Andy Reid's old school. You know that. And you know your boy Eye Test Eastwood is pretty old school as well. So I would have just played one series. I think it's just a game. It's a physical game. And I don't think you can coach a football team scared of injuries. You just can't do it. You can't do anything in life being scared of what might happen. You know what I mean? That's how you get to the point of life in general where you never tried anything and you never did anything because you're always like, well, what if this bad thing happens? You can't do that. You can't do anything like that. I don't think you can go into a football game and say, what if we get hurt? I understand preseason. I get it. But you'll watch the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid has had some of the most injuries of any NBA player that I've seen on the Sixers my entire life watching basketball. He always gets injured. But guess what? Preseason, game 1, he's not going to bang down on the block, but he's going to be on the court. And they do scrimmages, they do summer runs, they do all kinds of things playing against other guys. But they want the team to be in front of the crowd and to start to get that game speed down before the season starts. So we get the game on the TV. I look up Series 1, and I see Gardner Minshew, bro. Here's what I'm saying. You don't want to play Jalen Hurts in the preseason. Okay, whatever. I personally feel like you're treating him like a 3-time Super Bowl champ by refusing to play him in the preseason. He's not an injury-prone guy in the first place. He hasn't had any major injuries all through college. Hasn't had any major injuries in the NFL. He missed 1 game last season with a sore ankle. I just think you're treating him like he's proven something by not playing him in the preseason. This is a guy that we know, no matter what you think about him, no matter if you believe he can be a future franchise quarterback or not, no matter what you believe, I think most of us will agree he has to improve on certain things from last season to not just convince the fan base. It's not like the fan base's opinion really matters. It's the ownership's opinion. He has to improve on things in his game, in his skill set, in his passing, in his deep passing, in his accuracy down the field. I mean, it's really like, I know the Jalen Hurts super defenders come at me a lot, but something that's very important about an NFL quarterback are his passing stats past 20 yards. And I'm not talking about completion percentage because Devonta Smith makes amazing plays on bad balls. Quez Watkins has made amazing plays on bad balls. A.J. Brown's going to make amazing plays no matter where the ball is. So completion percentage doesn't tell the whole story. But when you look at throws past 20 yards and you look at accuracy percentage, which is a team of people actually watching every play in depth and saying, was that ball where it should have been. And I'm not going on the anti-Hurts thing here. I'm just saying he's in the bottom of the NFL in all 4 major categories when it comes to accuracy percentage past 20 yards. So that needs to improve. That clearly needs to improve for you to be able to trust that he can be a franchise quarterback who can, look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you win a bunch of regular season games by playing this college-style motion offense. You get into the playoffs, and you see that AFC Championship game between the Bills and the Chiefs, and you see Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen going back to back to back to back to back, which, by the way, no matter what the Eagles do this season, I hope we get another one of those Bills-Chiefs AFC Championship games because that shit was fucking legendary. But you get those 2 elite quarterbacks going back to back to back to back to back. In today's game, in a passing league, that's what it is now. That's what it is now. I know Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. I know who's the guy that he played for the Eagles when he was like 40. Won a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco. I know those game-managing quarterbacks won a Super Bowl. I know Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. But I'm just saying, like, I think in today's game, the state that your team is in, you're looking for that. You're looking for that Josh Allen. You're looking for that Justin Herbert. You're looking for that Patrick Mahomes. You're looking for that Russell Wilson. You're looking for that quarterback that you feel like when it all comes down to the pivotal big-time playoff game and the defense is top 5 in the NFL that you're looking across the field at. And they're forcing your quarterback to win the game by throwing the ball from the pocket. You're going to have to get to a point where you believe Jalen Hurts can be that guy. That's what has to happen this season. That's what absolutely has to happen this season. So if you go out there and win some games by running options and flipping the ball to the running back and doing all this fun stuff, that's cool. But we all know now what has to happen, what we have to see to be able to, move forward as Jalen Hurts being the franchise quarterback. But it's not just us, the fans, because like I said, our opinion doesn't matter. Jalen Hurts has to convince Howie Roseman, who did not trade to get extra first-round picks next season for no reason. He's right there on the button. It is what it is. It's a business. He's running an NFL franchise. He's right there on the button. They're watching Jalen Hurts with hawk eyes this season saying, is this the guy? Or do we push the button? So he has to improve on those things to prevent Howard Roseman from pushing that button. And I just think, you should have played him in the preseason. At least 1 series, 2 series, Now, last season, he didn't play in the preseason at all. Came out week one against the terrible Atlanta Hawks and looked amazing. So maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm totally wrong here. Maybe we come out week 1 against the Detroit Lions and lay the smack down, and everybody says, aha, see, Eastwood was up here talking about we need to play in the preseason. What an idiot. We don't need to play in no damn preseason. Look at this. So maybe we get to that point. Hey, 96 people in here. Let's hit 100. Let's hit the like button. Share the stream. Post it to your Twitter. Post it to your Facebook. Post it wherever. Send it to your mom. Let's get to 100, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, couple other things I wanted to get to here, okay? So check it out. Speaking of the Eagles losing 38-10 in a preseason game, means absolutely zero. It means this. It means I can't even believe we're still at the point in the world where people would even talk about the score of a preseason game. You know what I mean? Do you know how dumb that is? How dumb is that? That's like talking about the score of an NBA Summer League game. Who that's supposed to be knowledgeable about sports would ever even look at the score of a preseason? It doesn't make sense. You're not even playing the preseason game for the score. You're not watching it for the score. The score is meaningless. There shouldn't even be a scoreboard on a preseason game. It doesn't mean anything. You're playing the preseason game, especially the last one, and clearly the Eagles were playing this game, to see who's going to make the roster. What player is going to kind of stand out a little bit? You know? What player is going to get over that hump and make it onto the practice squad who we thought maybe wasn't going to? It has nothing to do with the score. What are we really doing here? So, Mark Holmes, Dallas Cowboys content creator, I just happened to, stumble upon his YouTube channel today, and he had a video that he posted this morning. And let me make sure the sound is on, bro, because you guys got to hear this, man. Just here's what he said.
I am so happy that the Eagles got bitch slapped, okay? Because maybe that will slow their roll down here. Because, Eagle fans have been descending on the channel, swearing that Jordan Davis is going to be, is going to make Reggie White look like chump change. That, Hurts is going to be great, that we got the best receiver, we got the best offensive line, we got the best of everything. And they go out and they get their teeth kicked in 48-10.
Bro, is this guy serious right now? Is this guy serious? Come on, Mark. Mark! Come on, Mark. You couldn't do a little tiny Google search before you made this video. You couldn't do a little tiny Google search before you made this video. You couldn't just figure out really quickly before you made this video that none of the Eagles starters played this game. None of the Eagles starters played in this game. I'm happy that the Eagles got... How's my watch talking to me, man? I'm happy that the Eagles got bitch slapped, he says. Because maybe that will tone down the Eagles fans. You think we care about the score of a preseason game, Mark? What are you talking about? Doesn't even make any sense. Hey, by the way, this show today is brought to you by Yuengling Hershey's Chocolate Porter. I live in the town of Hershey, and I'm drinking a Yuengling Hershey's Chocolate Porter. It's Sunday. We're chilling. Ain't a damn thing to do. So what's up, man? What's up in the chat? All right, answer the questions for me here. Should the Eagles have played in the preseason? Yes or no? Should the Eagles have played the starters in the preseason? Should Jalen Hurts have played in the preseason? Yes or no? More than that one series in the first game. And are you concerned that they didn't? Is Nick Sirianni a menace to society? Is Nick Sirianni a maniac? Because like I said, old school Andy Reid played Patrick Mahomes for an entire quarter in the preseason. And remember how crazy Nick Sirianni was the beginning of last season. Remember how insane he was. Remember the entire fan base was calling for him to be fired just a couple games into the season. Remember him completely refusing to run the ball. Do you remember this? 4 months go by and we completely forget how insane Nick Sirianni is. 4 months go by, we enjoy our summer. We live it up for a couple months. We totally forget how absolutely batshit crazy Nick Sirianni is. This dude had a game where Miles Sanders carried the ball twice in the whole game. And he goes out here and says, I'm not playing my starters in these preseason games. Look, you can't deny it, unproven quarterback who needs the reps. So, it's interesting. Nick Sirianni's definitely he's definitely one of a kind. He's definitely a personality, an individual, and he's gonna do what he wants. I respect it. I respect that he sticks to his guns. I respect that, being a young NFL head coach, he doesn't bow down to the fan base. He doesn't, fold and do what everyone wants him to do. He's gonna do it the way that he wants to do it. I respect it, and I love seeing his passion on the sideline. Also, remember when Hurts got hit out of bounds and he was on the sideline screaming at the Jets head coach? I love that. So, there's things about Nick Sirianni that I think I like, but this preseason, not playing your starters in the preseason thing, maybe just as a fan, I'm annoyed. Maybe that's what it is, man. Maybe I'm just annoyed as a fan that they didn't play. Maybe it doesn't matter at all. Let's see what you guys are talking about. All right. Let's see. Yasiel Lopez says, yes, they should have played in the preseason, at least another series in that final game. I agree with that. I don't think it would have been crazy to play them in one series. Like you did it in the first game. Are they that confident? Hey, I hope they're that confident for a reason. Jay Renz, I think one rep would have sufficed. One series, I got you. Yasiel says, I'm not concerned, though. Shane Butler, no, I like the decision. What's up, Shane? Leon Dabrowski says Jalen needed a few series. It's your boy. Somebody already thinks this Eagles team will make the NFC Championship game. I swear Philly fans are one of the worst. Hey, Philly's a crazy place. We love our teams, and we believe in our teams every single season. I personally get to the point where I lose faith and I stop believing in the team, but most Philly fans are always going to believe in their team. They're always going to think we have a potential to win it all every single season. It just is what it is. We have an absolutely batshit crazy fan base. I mean, look, did you see Gene's jeans? Jeans, there's a crowd at the Phillies games all dressed in denim for Gene Segura. Calling it Gene's jeans, bro. These fans are nuts. That's why I love Philadelphia. There's no fan base like this. Anywhere in the world, there's no fan base like this. Well, European soccer is pretty fucking crazy, but there's no fan base like this in the United States. I'll give you that. Dangling footlong, bro? We're going to have to change your name up, man. I'm never saying that again. That's ridiculous. Mark Holmes blocked me because I said Aaron Rodgers is better than Dak Prescott. He should have blocked you for your name. I'm about to do that. King Orphan, yes, game time speed is important. I agree with that. Game time speed is important. King Gen 9, I'm not concerned. I just personally wanted to see a drive or two. I think that's where I'm at with it. I personally wanted to see a drive or two, but I'm probably not that concerned. I'm just amped, hyped. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, man. Week 1 can't come soon enough. Jimmy Garrity, yes, he needs a connection with his wide receivers. The Russian spy, a drive against Miami would have been nice, but according to what we know, the starters have been busting their asses in joint practices. They have been. I've also seen Dolphins fans that are claiming that the Miami Dolphins defense was kicking our ass in those joint practices, so we'll have to see. JXR says, wait for that slow start. That's some negative energy, but you're entitled to it, man. Maybe I just don't want to hear it. You might be right, though. We'll see, man. JRNs, it's not the end of the world, though. Cryptolicious, yeah, the one should have played quarter 1. Hurts 1 series, Minshew the rest, and sabotage Sirianni is weak. Superhero, what's up, my guy? It would have been nice, but overall, I think the front office is smelling itself for the offseason they had, and they're still a mediocre football team. Are you talking about the... Wait a minute. I think the front office is smelling itself for the offseason they had, and they're still a mediocre football team. Damn, man. Damn, harsh. Harsh. Dank Burrito, I've had concerns about Jalen's passing before preseason. They don't go away just because he didn't play in the preseason. Hey, man. Eric, who cares about a slow start? We don't have any elite talent. We don't play any elite talent? Okay, fair enough. Jimmy Garrity, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Who else we got up in here, man? Philly Talk. Mike, what's up, man? I'd play the starters, me personally. However, one injury and we will be screaming, why did they play the starters? You're right. You're not wrong about that, Mike. You're not wrong about that, bro. Even that, the first preseason game when Hurts got hit out of bounds, I was like, sit him down. That's it. Get him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of the game. So, yeah, maybe I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite here because I was yelling, get him out of the game when he got hit late in that first preseason game. Philly Sports Big Dude said something about Jordan Davis, but Cowboys fans will say Micah Parsons will be better than Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, bro, listen, Micah's nice. And we clown on Trayvon Diggs getting burned in certain practices and training camp sessions and things like that. But Trayvon Diggs is nice. But I will admit, they definitely take it to a new level, acting like these are the greatest defenders of all time. But it's what fans do. You know what I mean? We say it about Cowboys fans. We do the same thing. People say the same thing about me with my Tyrese Maxey love. They say I overrate the hell out of him. I don't know. We overrate our own players for sure. That's just what we do, man. Process in Philly, what's going on, my guy? What else we got here? Only thing that matters is Reed Sinnett never makes our roster. Listen, speaking of that, I was on one video when after a preseason game when Reed Sinnett threw that 60-yard touchdown to Devin Allen, and I was like, I asked the question. I said, have you ever seen Jalen Hurts throw the ball 61 yards from the pocket on the money? And the one, I think, was to Jalen Reagor, who dropped the damn ball because it's Jalen Reagor. But that was a question that I asked when Reed Sinnett threw that. People didn't like that I asked that question. And I wasn't saying that Reed Sinnett is the future. And then Reed Sinnett comes out in this preseason game, and my God. Listen, if Reed Sinnett was even on his way to maybe taking Gardner Minshew's spot at the number 2 quarterback position, he dug his own grave in this final preseason game because he was horrendous. He was absolutely horrendous in this final preseason game. Yeah. No to Reed Sinnett, so I agree with you on that, man. I agree with you on that. There is no reason yet to believe in Sirianni. The wild card game proves it. Woo! Woo! Why do you hate the New York Giants so much? Why do I hate the New York Giants so much? Blue City Empire Sports. Are you a New York Giants content creator? I hate the New York Giants so much because they suck. That's why I hate them so much. I think their uniforms are ugly. That's why I hate them so much. I think their logo is hideous. That's why I hate them so much. I think Eli Manning is ugly. And he won them 2 Super Bowls. And I think he's the ugliest quarterback to ever win 2 Super Bowls. That's why I hate them so much. Threw the ball and some dude caught it on the side of his helmet. Are you serious? Like, literally the highlight of his career is the helmet catch. But really, man, look, welcome to Philadelphia sports. We are insane people, and it's just in our DNA to absolutely hate the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The Washington football team or the Washington Redskins or the Commanders, whatever the hell your name is now, we never hated you because you never got close to winning anything. I don't know. I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Giants. I never cared less about the Washington football team or the fucking Commanders, whatever they're called, man. Never cared. Never cared about the Commanders at all. But yeah, that's why. We just hate them, man. We hate them. All right, I'm gonna try the new phone line jump off here, man. Let's see if it works. All right, we got a caller in here, Bridgeton, New Jersey. Shout out to Jersey, the Dirty Jers. We're gonna see if I can get this thing to see if I can get this new phone line to work here. All right, let's see if it works here, man. Admit caller. All right. I think you're on. Are you on?
Yeah.
What's going on, Shane?
What's going on, DJ?
Not much, man. Just chilling. Chilling on a Sunday, man. Just felt like talking some birds up here, man. What's going on, man? How are you?
Anybody that says you're overrating Tyrese Maxey is wrong. Tyrese Maxey is a stud. Stop hating on the kid.
Stop hating on the kid. There's no if somebody hates on Tyrese Maxey, they're just an insane person. That's all that is. What?
It gets on my nerves. Like, why do people hate Tyrese Maxey so much more? This man is going to be an all-star this year. This man is going to prove so many people wrong. And when he does, me and you could be right about it because he is an all-star.
Yeah, it's easy to see, Shane. Easy to see. But let's get to the birds, man. What's your take on the Eagles not playing in the preseason? Or the starters not playing in the preseason?
I like this decision because I would have liked to see Jalen Hurts maybe play a quarter, but just Jalen Hurts because I don't think you want to play your starters, say because they're going to get injured, like Miles Sanders, for example. Then you don't have them for the regular season. So I like the decision to play the second and third string starters because that gives them more reps. And you get to see, okay, who do I want to keep on the 53? Like, who do you want for your 53-man roster? So it makes the decision a little easier.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just like at the point where, okay, if the preseason is just that and you're not playing starters and teams are doing more joint practices and basically making all of their decisions based on what they see in the joint practices, then what's the point of the preseason at all? Why don't we just get rid of it? You know what I mean?
I totally agree. I don't even care about it. I watched like one hit. I was watching the Jets preseason game. I got bored, hopped on my PlayStation, and I was like, I don't even care about the Browns or the Dolphins game. It means nothing to me. I get bored watching it. I'm just like, it means nothing.
Yeah, I got bored too, man. I got bored too. It's hard to watch, and honestly, I think the announcers have a tough job trying to make the thing sound interesting. Honestly.
Yeah, I was just like, what I do like about Nick Sirianni is something. He's really like vocal. Like he gets into the game. Like if Jalen Hurts gets hit again, he's gonna like try and get flags thrown against the other team because he is just so passionate about his team. He starts like becoming like an actual Phillies fan, but like as a coach.
Yeah, you're right about that. I like that. I like that a lot. One more thing, Shane. I'm going to ask you what do you think? What's your general opinion with the Eagles this season? How far do you think they can go just off of this offseason? And what do you think about Jalen Hurts' potential?
So I like the move for the offseason. The big question mark that has to be relayed on this team, two of them, I should say. One, can Miles Sanders stay healthy, and can he get over 1,000 yards rushing?
Yeah, that's a big question.
Jalen Hurts. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Can Jalen Hurts take that leap and show us, hey, I can do well against not the Lions, because they're terrible, but take a team like a good team that we played this year. Say, example, the Saints. He could do well against that team and then the Cowboys. You know, I think the Cowboys are going to fall because I want to see consistency out of Jalen Hurts. He shows consistency. He shows me he can throw the ball away on the money to people. He shows me he doesn't run a lot, even because if he just shows a step forward, I think he's going to get that bag next season.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be a major leap forward. It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, look at this kid. It just has to be he's clearly improving on the things that he needs to improve on.
Yes. And another thing is, yeah, it's just that I don't want him to take. And if he does that, and this is the big if he does what I just said, this team is going to go so far, and I think they can win a divisional round, even make a Super Bowl. And that is bold for me, but that's just because I see the potential in Jalen Hurts. Andy Reid sees the potential in Jalen Hurts. And usually Andy Reid ain't wrong about quarterbacks.
What did Andy Reid say about him? I never heard that.
Just take a step this year. Same with Miles Sanders.
Yeah, Miles Sanders can stay healthy, but I'm almost at the point where I'm not even expecting that at this point. It's crazy. He said he's going to play every game. Obviously, he can't control that, but he comes out. He was in the first preseason game, right? And then we got the hamstring injury, and we haven't seen him since. So I don't know about Miles Sanders, and it sucks that it's the last year of his rookie contract because NFL running backs don't get a bag unless they really show out, and the fact that this is his prove it season and he's hurt already is really bad for his money. But
yeah.
Hey Shane, I appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah.
You got something else? One more thing? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's about Rager. It's about Jalen Rager.
What'd you think?
Say he doesn't take the big leap that I think he can, because I really believed in Jalen Rager, and I still do, just because I've noticed it here and there. If he doesn't think about what up, it's all mentally with him. If he just gets off the social media and stops thinking about things and the plays, he will be a star. Yeah. He just got to stop thinking about each plays. I've seen it. Raiders, no time to think. He catches it and makes a beautiful touchdown play. If he can't do that this year, if he can't do it, I would trade him. And I don't know what you would trade him for.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I don't think Jalen Rager has any trade value right now. I would run him out there, and the first time he makes a nice catch, I trade him. 30 seconds later. I don't know what else to say about Jalen Rager, man. It sucks, but I thought he was a sleeper. I thought he was a great draft pick, and he's just disappointed. And yeah, you start to come to the conclusion that it's his mindset because, yeah, he's on social media arguing with people. He's replying to people's tweets. He's like threatening to fight people in DMs and stuff. Like, the kid's got to get his mind right before he can be a starting level NFL wide receiver. I agree, man. Yo, Shane, I appreciate you, my guy. Yeah. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome, bye.
All right, man. We'll talk to you next time. Shout out to Shane, man. Shout out to Shane. That's my dude, man. Shout out to Shane. He's like 14 years old, and he just knows ball, man. I want to get Shane on the show, actually. Philly 500, my dude. Thanks for the super chat, my man. Philly 500 said, crush Mark Homer. He is a lunatic. I agree. I agree they should be playing these guys. Scared money doesn't win. Keep up the great work. Philly 500, my dude, man. Me and Philly 500 really, our opinions align a lot on certain things. You know what I mean? And shout out to Philly 500, man. Of course, Eagles YouTube, the leader when it comes to the Eagles YouTube world, Philly 500. Thank you for the super chat. And I would love to collab with you one of these days, Philly 500. All right, let's go back to the phones. We got Daisy Lamar hanging out in the waiting room. Daisy, what's up? Oh, I got to turn my volume on. Daisy, what's up?
Yeah, this is Lamar.
What's up, man? Lamar, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Chilling, hanging out.
Yeah, what's up, man? Man, I just want to talk about this Jalen Hurts situation, man.
What you think?
Yeah, I just want to talk about this Jalen Hurts situation, man.
Hey, can you turn your volume off in the background for me, please?
Like,
can you turn the volume off?
They didn't play one last preseason.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I need you to turn the volume off on the show. I can hear the echo in the background. That's all.
Yeah, I need you to turn the volume off on the show. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, man, we're good. Go ahead, man. Let me know.
Okay. So basically, I was just talking about this Jalen Hurts situation, like why they didn't play him last year preseason, as well they didn't play him this year, except for that one series. Mm-hmm. And it's like we got a whole new head coach, but I mean, like you said, he hasn't been proven as a stud to even I don't even get it, man. Like, what do you think we should do with Jalen Hurts? Like, how we should go about this season?
It's tough, man. I think Howie Roseman set it up the right way. I think the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball are both looking like really, really good on paper. So he kind of set it up to where, like, hey, look, we gave him the weapons. I mean, look at his receiving core, and then you got Dallas Goedert, and then you got, and that offensive line, and even Cam Jurgens, the backup center, is looking like a guy that I feel like should have some major reps on the field. Like they seem to be stacked all around Jalen Hurts, so I think they set it up perfectly for, like, you got to prove this season that you're the guy. And if you're not, that's a tough question. I don't know what they do. Like, what do they do? Like, who did he trade with, the Saints for the first-round pick next year, something like that? So we have two first-round picks next season. It's tough to say, man. I guess you never know what, like, prime starting quarterback would be available for trade at the end of this season. Something crazy could happen. Maybe you swing I don't know. Maybe somebody asks for a trade from somewhere else, and you're like, hey, we got 2 first-round picks. I don't know. I think people are telling me that it's not easy to get toward the top of the draft, and the Eagles, I think, with their schedule and how good they run the ball and their offensive line and just how good their roster's going to be, I think they're going to be too good to be at the top of the draft next season anyway. So, you would have to try to package a lot of things to get up there, to try to get one of the 2 top guys. So it's interesting. Do you draft a quarterback that's not, like, at the top, like the 2 guys that are out there right now? Like, you guys know their names. Throw the names in the chat. The Alabama guy and the other one. Like, I don't know, man. It's tough. I wish I had an answer for you.
But like I said, I'm not gonna hold up your time. It's just like yesterday. Why would you go in the game not playing Hurts when they played Tua, and then you put Hill in the game as well? You could at least put Hurts in the game and put Quez Watkins in the game. Like, I think the coaching is bad here as well. Like, the philosophy, I don't understand it. And then, like, last year it took us 2 months to run the ball, and then the second half of the season was the last 2 months we started running the ball. Like, it ain't the matter of fact if Miles Sanders can stay healthy. Are we going to carry the ball as well? We're going to pass the ball, and if Jalen Hurts is going to be accurate enough to make these catches to A.J. Brown, Devontae, or Quez Watkins, or Dallas Goedert. Because we got the weapons. The offensive line been pretty good last year in pass and run blocking.
Facts.
I just want to know, like, what is Jalen Hurts going to do? Like, what can he do? And to me, he hasn't improved in nothing yet.
Yeah, he hasn't proven anything, and that's kind of why I was annoyed that he wasn't playing in the preseason. Man, that's the thing, man. Look, the NFL does crazy ratings for this exact reason. You know what I mean? The fact that we got to sit here and wait until, like, we've been asking this question for a year now, and we're finally gonna see it on September 11th. You know what I mean? And then the season starts, and then that, so yeah, a lot of questions, and the question is gonna be answered. It's going to be answered this season, so that's at least the exciting part about this season coming up, man. It's going to answer a lot of our questions for sure.
All right, well, thank you, and you have a blessed one, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the call. Good caller right there, man. Shout out to Lamar, man. Shout out to Lamar. Yeah, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions, and they're going to be answered this season. So that's the exciting part. That's the exciting part about, as we get closer to the NFL season. It's like, what, I don't know. That's what I mean. I know there's people that are super fans that are like, you're going to watch. Jalen Hurts is going to be an MVP quarterback. He's going to shut up all the haters. And But there's those of us that are, I think, reasonable, in my opinion, just reasonable, open-minded, like, I don't know the answer to that. Unfortunately, if I had to guess, if you said, Eastwood, every asset you own is on the line, you have to bet it. You have to bet everything. You have to bet your life savings on Jalen Hurts either being good this season, doing enough to win the future franchise quarterback tag, or Jalen Hurts just being more of the same, a running quarterback who can throw the ball sometimes, who would probably be a very, very good backup for a lot of years. I would bet on more of the same. There's no way I would bet on the other because I haven't seen anything that shows me that. That's all I'm saying. That's my honest opinion. I haven't seen anything that shows me that. I think he looked good in that first preseason game. And he threw a strike to Quez Watkins down the sideline. And, maybe he did improve. And if he did improve, I'm going to be like, wow. Those throws were great. That throw was great. He can really be that guy. And then I'll admit that I was wrong on what I thought about his potential as far as a NFL franchise quarterback. But I don't know the answer to that right now. There's no way for me I can't bet on that. I hope he is. Josh Guggen, they don't want new Jalen film out until he has to be. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I know why you're saying that, and a lot of people say that, but look, bro. Here's my take on that. Like, do we think, are we hiding, are we not showing our cards? You know what I mean? Don't show your cards. Don't show your offense. There's no secrets in the NFL. We're dealing with, I got to get Mark Holmes off my damn screen, man. We're dealing with NFL coaches. They've been around the thing their whole life. They know what Jalen Hurts is. They know what to expect. There's nothing you're hiding. It's not like Jalen Hurts is all of a sudden an elite pocket passer. And if he was, you wouldn't be like, well, we can't show anyone yet. We can't show anyone because they won't know what to expect. And then week 1, we're going to come out, and he's going to be 40 for 47 for 410 yards and 5 touchdowns, and everyone's going to be like, oh, my God. They didn't show us their cards. We didn't know, and now look. I don't agree with that. I just don't. And I don't think anybody's hiding anything in the NFL. Everybody knows what Tom Brady can do, what Aaron Rodgers can do. They know what Josh Allen can do. The Bills aren't coming out like, let's not show our cards. The Chiefs aren't coming out like, let's not show everyone how elite Patrick Mahomes is. Why? You're not hiding anything. You're not going to catch anyone off guard. You're not going to, thankfully we didn't play in the preseason, so nobody knows how to defend us. And then we ran and started the season 10-0 because nobody knew how to defend us because we didn't play in the preseason. We didn't show anyone our offense. I think that's ridiculous. That's what I think. That's just what I think. Great White 3. Herbert can't deliver in the clutch like Jalen can. Bro, I'm gonna need another drink if I'm gonna do this, man. What? I'm going to need another drink if I'm going to do this. Herbert can't deliver in the clutch like Jalen can. All right, Great White. You're on the clock. You got 30 seconds to tell me the one time Jalen Hurts delivered in the clutch. You're on the clock. You got 30 seconds. Go. What are you talking about, man? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, he got us to the playoffs. He managed the game. We ran a run-heavy offense. We ran the offense, really fitted to what he's good at. I believe personally that we were hiding his deficiencies most of the season. And then we got to the playoffs against a good defense who forced him to throw from the pocket, and he was terrible. No, seriously, this is a fact. I'm sorry you don't want to hear this. He was terrible. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close to being good. It was very bad. That is the exact opposite of what you just said. I'm just letting you know that right there. I hope he improves, and I hope he improves. I hope he shows everybody he can throw the ball. from the pocket against a good defense. Lies. You watched the wrong game. All right. There's saying things, and then there's facts. All right? There's just saying things, and then there's facts. There's just saying things, and then there's facts. Jalen Hurts, in his only playoff game, 258 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and a 60.0 passer rating. Who's lying? Who's lying? Who's lying? Do you know how bad a 60.0 passer rating is? Again, I'm not up here to slander Jalen Hurts this whole stream. But you can't sit here and tell me he's clutch when you haven't seen that. What are you talking about? I watched the wrong game. It was bad. Who could he throw the ball to? I don't know. Devonta Smith and Quez Watkins and Dallas Goedert? I got to stop it. I got to stop reading the chat, bro. I got to stop, dude. Are you guys kidding me right now? Are you guys okay? I'm the one drinking alcohol. I'm the one drinking. Are you drinking? You got to be wasted saying this stuff. Who did he have to throw to? Devonta Smith has some of the best hands I've ever seen in a rookie wide receiver. He set the Eagles' wide receiver record, rookie receiving record. Are you kidding me? He's an elite route runner. He has elite speed. He catches damn near everything that comes his way. And you just said to me, who did Jalen Hurts have to throw to? No. Devonta Smith was wide open the whole season. Jalen Hurts was running 360s from clean pockets and throwing the damn ball to Jalen Reagor for no reason. Listen. Oh, my. All right, we got to ignore certain people in the chat because it's crazy. It's crazy. Superhero, what's going on, man? It's not really slandering. It's a legitimate question, and it's the biggest reason I called him mediocre earlier in the stream. We need Hurts to take a leap for real. I agree with that. Coaching was terrible last season. Are you kidding me? Did you see what Derek Carr did to us? No, you're just playing defense now, bro. You're playing defense. Yes, Jonathan Gannon wasn't good. Yes, the Eagles' secondary was terrible outside of Darius Slay. Yes, the linebacking core was horrendous. But our defense being bad has nothing to do with Jalen Hurts' passing numbers. Here's a fact. Before the preseason, everybody was hyping Jalen Hurts up, and now it's let's trade him for C.J. Stroud. Who the hell said that? Trade him? Well, you can't trade him for C.J. Stroud. But I know what you're saying. I'm sorry, bro. I'm taking C.J. Stroud right now over Jalen Hurts. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope. We'll see. We will see. Injuries all over the offensive line last year. No, my guy. That was the year before. The Philadelphia Eagles finally had a healthy offensive line last season, and they were the best offensive line in football. How many times can you be wrong in one stream? Come on, bro. What are you trying to set a record here? What are you trying to set a record here for being wrong the most times? What? Smitty Brown should have touches for days. If Hurts has improved, that's what the coaching staff and fans should equally demand. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, listen, man, that is a Yeah, it's a damn good young receiving tandem. And I'm excited to see it. Lil Ghost, what's up, man? What's up, bro? I love your videos. Hey, thank you. Thank you for being a member of or subscriber to the channel. Thank you for tuning in, man. Phone line's still open, 951-981-7683 if you want to call in and give me your thoughts. Should the Eagles have played the starters in the preseason? Are you concerned that they did not? And anything else you want to talk about, man? Pat Culp, what's going on, man? Reed Sinnett throws a better deep ball than Hurts. I agree with that, but I don't think we can talk about Reed Sinnett anymore with how absolutely horrendous he was yesterday. If we're talking strictly deep ball, yeah, I agree with that. If we're talking standing in the pocket, launching the ball 60 yards, yeah, I agree with that. But Reed Sinnett is bad everywhere else. He's bad everywhere else. Did you see the pick six he threw yesterday? It was horrible. So he's kind of bad everywhere else. Arnie says, give Hurts 3 or 4 years to prove himself. No. No, you don't. No. No. You can't do that. Let me tell you why you can't do that. All right? Here's exactly why you can't give Jalen Hurts 3 or 4 years to prove himself. And I like that you said this, because a lot of people ask a question like this. A lot of people say things like this. They say things like, look at the Giants with Daniel Jones, or look at whoever else. Look at this quarterback. He was given 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons to, see if he was good enough to be the franchise quarterback. Let me tell you why you can't do that with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was not drafted to be a franchise quarterback. This is what you got to understand here. And 24, he's not a baby. 24 years old is not a baby. How long do you think NFL careers are? Jalen Hurts was not drafted to be a starting quarterback. You got to understand that. And even if Howie Roseman didn't take him as high as he did in the draft, he wasn't going to be drafted to be a starting quarterback. He was a projected second. He was a projected second or third round draft pick. William Pettis, what was he drafted for? Bro, if you guys didn't watch the Eagles 2 years ago, I don't know what to tell you. Do I have to explain all this stuff? What are we doing here? If he was in the draft, that's what he is, bro. Come on. No, I'm not doing it. 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 If you're going to sit here and admit to me that you don't know what Jalen Hurts was drafted for, then I'm not doing it. I'm not explaining it to you. I'm not. If you're going to sit here and tell me you weren't watching the Eagles 3 years ago, I'm not answering the question. I'm not answering the question. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for being subscribers of the channel. I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate your opinions even if they differ from mine. And if I think your question is crazy, it just is. Somebody got mad. Somebody got mad in the chat. Let's read it. What was he drafted for? Okay, Taryn says 3 or 4 years isn't good anymore. We shouldn't develop our talent right. This effing show makes no sense. Holy cow, man. Holy cow. All right, let me get back to explaining why you can't give Jalen Hurts 3 or 4 seasons. He was not drafted to be a starting quarterback. He was projected second or third round draft draft pick. He was projected to be a solid backup NFL quarterback. He was drafted when Carson Wentz was still on the team, who was injury prone. He was drafted to be a good backup. Carson Wentz bailed. And then Howie Roseman was in a position where he said, oh, shit. I have to roll with the guy that I drafted to back up Carson Wentz. So the opinions on him coming out of the draft was that he's not a starting quarterback. So you can't go 2, 3, 4, 5 years giving him time to be one when you didn't expect him to be one in the first place. You give him this season to say, listen, if he improves and he shows us that we were wrong, then yes. But you can't waste 5 years on a guy that was never expected to be a starting quarterback anyway. That's insanity. That's absolutely nuts. The reason other quarterbacks get that amount of time is because they are drafted with the intention of being a starting quarterback. At the top of the draft, Jared Goff, right? He was given a lot of time. He stinks. But he was given a lot of time because he was taken at the top of the draft to be a franchise quarterback. Dank Burrito, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Jalen was drafted second round. Only first rounders get a fifth-year option. He's in year 3. These people just don't get it. Again, I'm all for it. I want to see him outperform what he was expected to be. I want to see him outperform what he was expected to be. I do want to see that. But you can't ignore the facts. And you can't say just because Carson Wentz requested a trade and bounced, now we have to give the guy that we drafted to be a backup 5 years to prove himself. That's ridiculous. But it doesn't matter what I say anyway. Howie Roseman is not going to give him 5 years. So what are we even talking about? Don't hold your breath. GM Howie Roseman is not going to give him 5 years. So there's no point in us even discussing it. Just sit back and watch the show and enjoy the season. What does that mean? I should stop talking? Is that what that means? I shouldn't do a YouTube show anymore? All right. You know what? I'm deleting my YouTube channel. I'm just going to sit back and watch the season and enjoy it and see what happens. I'm not going to comment on anything anymore. I don't think you meant it that way, but I do laugh when people say things like that. People will come in my comments all the time and they'll be like, yo, just chill out and let's see what happens. I'm like, do you understand this is a talk show? This is a YouTube talk show. I get on here every day and talk about what I think about what's happening. You do like they do in college. You give him 4 years. If he's not in, draft another quarterback. You can't. No, stop it. Stop. You do like they do in college. Give him 4 years. If he's not it, draft another quarterback. They don't give him 4 years in college. Did they give him 4 years at Alabama? No. No, they did not. He got in because Tua was hurt. And then he started the next season and he got benched. He got benched. Jimmy Garrity, we need him to be better and be solid to use our picks on other good players. Fingers crossed. I think we have a great team right now. I would like, I think going into next season, I would like, it's not going to happen because Howie Roseman doesn't do this, but I would like the best safety out of the draft. That's what I would like. Jay Mills, what's up? Is that like Jay Mills? Like Philly Jay Mills? Like battle rapper Jay Mills? What you rate Hurts training camp performance? Just from, I mean, it's hard, you don't really get much video. You don't really get many clips to go off of. But look, from what I've seen, from the couple of clips, the short clips that I have seen, he looks to me like his mechanics are better. He looks like the ball has a little more zip on it, a little bit more of a tight spiral. But we got to take it with a grain of salt because we're just seeing the good plays. We're not really seeing the bad plays. You see a lot of reports. Jalen Hurts threw 2 interceptions at training camp a couple days ago. We didn't see those videos, so it's hard to say. But I think he looks, just the way the ball comes out, looks improved. And then in that preseason game, 6 for 6, 80 yards, a very nice throw down the sideline to Quez Watkins. Listen, I'll give it this grade. Compared to what I thought about him at the end of last season, I got to give him an A for training camp. I got to give him an A. Greg Moore, I would take Hurts over Herbert any day. Greg Moore, with all due respect, you are the craziest person I've ever heard in my life. There's absolutely, you're not doing that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. The prototypical NFL quarterback is a 6'5" pocket passer with a rocket arm, and I got news for you, Greg. Justin Herbert is that dude. You're not taking Hurts over Justin Herbert. Well, and if you are, that's, thankfully you're not an NFL GM. Oh, my. All right. Well, hey, guys. Hey, listen. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for calling the show. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It was fun. There's some things I wanted to get off my chest. There's some opinions I wanted to get out there. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We will be back, of course, with Eagles post-game live after game number 1. So be sure to hit the notification bell so you can tune in to Eagles post-game live after game number 1, and we will take live callers on that show. We're gonna, as the season gets closer and the NBA season gets closer, we're gonna start running back the lunchtime live shows every day at 12. So be tuned in, man. Be locked in. Check out the merch store. Link is in the description. Get yourself a Run It Back Philly snapback or t-shirt or mug or something like that. Hit the notification bell so you're locked in, because we're going to have play breakdown videos. We're going to have film study videos. We're going to do lunchtime lives every day at 12. And we're going to be doing post-game lives after every single Philadelphia Eagles game. And then when the Sixers season starts, the hustle game is going to be out of control, because we're going to be doing play breakdowns of Eagles games and Sixers games. We're going to be doing lunchtime lives, and we're going to be doing post-game lives, Eagles games, and post-game lives after every single Philadelphia 76ers game. And y'all know who leads the YouTube universe in that. Sixers post-game live. Right here on Run It Back Philly. Think about this. It sounds crazy, but right here on Run It Back Philly, we have the biggest Philadelphia 76ers post-game live show on the planet. It doesn't exist. It's just Run It Back Philly. Type Sixers post-game live in your phone right now. It's only Run It Back Philly. We took it over. We own Sixers post-game live shows. It is what it is. So make sure you're locked in, tuned in, ready to call the show, ready to give your thoughts in the chat, because it's going to be fun, man. This NFL season, this NBA season, we are going to have a blast up here. We're going to have a blast, man. There will be times where your boy DJ Eastwood disagrees. There will be times where your boy DJ Eastwood gets angry and red in the face and screams at the camera. There will be times. Have a good one, guys.